Charge. We'll have the whistle for this one, as we are all set. We've just seen a couple of cracking fifth place semi-final, but this is different gravy. This is for a place in the cup final. Australia just won previous Dubai Cup final. Argentina have never been to a World Series Cup final here before. They did play a World Rugby Sevens Cup final here many years ago. We're underway. Australia look to have opening possession. Corey Toole has had to run all the way back and help secure that for Australia. Patterson at scrum half. Here's Henry Hutchison, who's shared the captaincy duties with Nick Maloof this weekend. Turner scored a couple of tries against Argentina in the Olympic Games back in July. That was a game Argentina won. Picked up the bronze medal at that tournament, but it looks like Australia may well be getting the opening score in this one. Look at Corey Toole go. The Brumbies Academy man has opened the scoring here inside a minute.
Well, two teams are going to go at it in this game. 6-game streak for the Aussies. 2 out of 10 losses for the Argentina, so both on form coming into this and play very similar styles. That line break, great from Toole. No sweeper in the background for the Argentinians, so it was a clear track. But that is no easy feat. Gonzalez breathing down your neck. Toole had to go through the gears and maintain on that one. That's a cracking start for the Aussies.
They're on a 6-game winning streak since their quarter-final cup last week. Extra 2 from Roach, all points really important here. 7-0 to the Aussie Sevens. Of course, we saw the Aussie Sevens women reach their second consecutive gold medal match when they beat Russia in a cracking game a little early on. Can the fellas follow suit? Alvarez, the captain of Argentina, awaits the restart. Roach, left foot kicker, high towards Alvarez. Look at Maloof though go high, and really good hands off the deck from Henry Hutchison. That was a difficult ball, he did brilliantly. Dowling, there's the try scorer Toole. Dowling on the wraparound, he's got Henry. Patterson with him, looks for the offload. Salvation on the floor. Maloof, former Leicester Tiger in the UK in his rugby career. Roach. Dietrich Roach has been at the forefront of a lot of the good stuff that Australia have done so far this weekend. Floated over the top from Maloof to Hutchison, and yeah, that looked well forward.
Yeah, definitely, but the pictures that Nick Maloof has been shown is a very aggressive defensive line speed for Argentina, so the space is over it. Check out here, no one competing again, just one tackle on the floor, 25 yards lost for the Australians. A very aggressive defensive line, and it means the space is on the outside. Maloof saw it, but just couldn't quite execute the pass. That is one-upmanship for Argentina so far. This very abrasive defence will be key to their performance.
Bind. Set.
Gaston Raval at scrum half. Elizalde, he's been excellent as well. Thomas Elizalde, and how's that for excellence on the floor? They win the penalty, Australia. Henry Hutchison puts some pace on the game. Dowling gets it away just in time to Patterson. He had his captain outside, but he doesn't need him. Henry Patterson, one of 7 full-time members in this 7 program. That remains all smiles with the score.
It's looking like 1980s Rugby League as well, loving it. Well, that's Hutchinson going through. A little bit of confusion for the Argentinian defence. 2 players coming in. Gonzalez shooting out. De La Vega in no man's land. Patterson found the space and got over. Go Aussies.
Yes, you enjoyed that. Conversion makes it 2 maximum scores for Australia. What a start in this semi-final. Remember, coming next, South Africa up against France in semi-final number 2. But right now, the Wallaby Sevens are looking good. Roach again comes the same way. Malouf again on the chase. Alvarez underneath it. Wins the contest.
You make contact in the air, you're never in position to catch the ball.
Interesting terminology. He said he wasn't in a position to catch it, but Malouf was looking for that bat.
Argentina had possession anyway, so perhaps no great impact on the game. How's that for strength from Thomas Elizalde up to the 10-metre line? Here's Revol. They're such a physical team, Argentina. They love to play in the close quarters, narrow. Watch out for the bump and run kicking game as well. Here's Revol. Counter ruck from Malouf. Improvisation through the legs. Gonzalez has it now. And look at Josh Turner going in for the steal.
No,
doesn't win it. But Australia working really hard on D here. Looking for the mistake. They might have forced it. And they have. That is just what you want from your Chargers out there. Head coach Tim Walsh will be happy with that.
Very similar defensive styles on show. Talk about their attack being the same.
Time off.
Tackles flying in right round the ankles, almost like lasso tackles. Huge commitment from both teams.
Time on. Both side, make sure you hook the ball, okay? Closer.
Inside the final minute of this first half.
Crouch.
Australia in possession.
Behind.
Tim Walsh, head coach. Remember, took the Aussie women to a gold medal in Rio 2016.
Time on. Time off, sorry.
Only one of two coaches to guide two different teams to Olympic
off, eh?
qualification in history.
I need the stability, so you
himself, of course,
don't hit and chase, and you take the hit as well, okay? Square and take the hit, thank you.
Jeremy Rose has a couple of
time on.
instructions, the two front rows here. Time's
Crouch.
off the clock.
Just slow it down a bit when you have to have a reset scrum. I mean, it needs to be competitive, of course, but that's exactly what needs to happen. Get the free kick done, stop messing about.
You push the shoulder.
Well, it came eventually. And it's a set piece now for Josh Turner and Australia. Billy Meeks is out there in the 9 shirt, just to his right. He'll stay on the near side and they'll go to Dowling. On the wraparound is Dietrich Roach. Roach! Malouf at scrummer. A little too far, the pass for Dowling. Hutchison has it. Here's Turner. He's got Billy Meeks, the LA Giltini, but he won't need him. Quick feet and the wheels from Josh Turner. And the boy from Queenscliff. And the Manly Marlins has their third score.
How about that step from Turner? He has left a significant divot in the turf. The change-up, the bounce back, then off he goes with the acceleration. Hutchinson on the inside was desperate for the ball. As Gonzalez came across, it would have meant he was under the sticks. Let's hope that's not going to be a controversial moment toward the end of this game, Roops, but that was brilliant from Turner.
Yeah, Roach won't make it with the extra two that time, but an excellent half in a cup semi-final for Australia. They lead it by 19 points to 0 over Argentina.
Who's ready for another chunk of Champions League? I was made to be a champion. Hit the Bruyne! Breakthrough! All the hard work and the dedication. Oh, what a goal! Absolutely stunning. That is utterly astounding!
Who's put Liverpool in front?
Further level! One last chance! Went for it! Oh! Cometh the hour! Cometh the now! King of Europe again! What a start to City! Go! Everything he touches at the moment is golden!
UEFA Champions League winners 2021.
This is what we live for. Choose unbeatable football. Choose the UEFA Champions League on SuperSport on DSTV.
They do not ever give in.
Coming up next, semi-final number 2. The latest team to go up against the Blitzboks, who are on this incredible run. of unbeaten matches will be France. Can they find a way to get past the top seeds here? If you wonder why we call it the desert, that's why. This 7 stadium is plonked right in the middle of the sands here on the outskirts of Dubai. Wonderful complex. It shifted here in 2008 from the old Dubai Exiles Club, and it is a mecca of rugby sevens, this place. Great to see fans back here. Australia will get us underway in the second half of the Cup semi-final. They lead it 19-0. 3 first half tries. Work to do for the Pumas. They have a penalty early doors.
The ball, number 9.
Revol. Quick hands that time from Felipe Del Mestre. Alvarez, the skipper, into contact. Another decision against Australia. Revol will go quickly. Through the hands of De La Vega is Herman Schultz, dream teamer last weekend. That time the decision against Argentina.
Few interpretations from the referee. Just worth explaining. What they want is a competition. If a player goes in to try and clear and loses their feet, as Moneta does here, you're going to get penalised. Unfortunately, he sees a snapshot of Toole being in front of him, which he has to then try and clear. It's a really difficult thing to try and get right.
Corey Toole just gets away from what could have been a heavy tackle. Here's Dowling. Offload to Billy Meeks. He's played all around the world. 10 years an absence from this Aussie Sevens team, and he's given away a penalty. Here come Argentina, but it's been read by Dietrich Roach. Well, they signed, sealed and delivered that one to Roach. That one had a stamp on it.
Roach is continuing to really build his reputation in sevens. What a find he has been. Look at him reading it, can assess where the ball's going, gets in front, almost like NFL catch in midfield, goes for it, claims it, and strides all the way under the sticks. The family stand enjoying that one. And you got to think now, rubber stamping it for the Aussies. This is an incredible performance in this Cup semi-final.
Dreamland for Australia in a Final Four game. Mentioned only played in one previous Cup final here in Dubai. That was 2014. They've lost 3 of their previous 4 Cup semis here in Dubai. Well on the way here.
And now it's about gamesmanship. How can you try and manipulate the time and the clock and the actions to try and confirm this victory? Very much theirs to lose, but this would be some effort from Argentina.
Backwards.
Schultz wins the contest in the air. Thomas Lazazu is off the bench, as is Marcos Moneta. There he is, number 12, joining that breakdown. He's coming from the side, and he's given away a penalty. Perhaps a surprise that Moneta didn't start this game.
Perhaps got brought in.
Let's go,
as a player who's really put his hand up for this Argentinian sevens team. Was named in a wider 15 squad, but wants to play sevens, and this is exactly what Australia want. They're going to take their time, stride through things, assess, and just wind down this clock.
Hutchison. Ozaithaki around the back for Turner. He's going to get a double. It was created by Solomone, Ozaithaki, and Josh Turner may well have sealed it for Australia.
To get 5 tries in the semi-final means you've got pretty well indeed. How about that? We talk about the presence of Fijian sevens in many, many ways. The man who hails from there is creator of that one. Ozaithaki keeping it alive. Turner, how good has this guy been?
Yeah, excellent. Kiwi-born, moved to Sydney in 2016. 3 years later in the Aussie Sevens setup. Roach adds the extra 2. Obviously still South Africa and France to come in the next semi-final. We don't know who's going to win that, but Worth running through the last time Australia won a
15.
final, Sydney 2018 on home soil. Also worth noting, Australia's biggest ever Cup semi-final winning margin, 31 points. Wellington 2001, 36-5. So right now, they have broken that record. Wazaitaki, high tackle. Argentina just have not got the engine running in this one. They've been really, really good at this fortnight of rugby sevens in Dubai. Bronze medalist last week. Of course, bronze medalist at the Olympic Games, a tournament where Australia finished 7th. Can they get some points on the board? That was Moneta. Penalty Australia, same old story for Los Pumas.
And it is Grow again. It's exactly what I said before. You have to be so accurate in what you do at that breakdown. He flew over the top of it and once again made it an easy decision for the referee.
Dowling. Just casually. Here's Yul, scored his first try last night. Brilliant moment for
Take
him.
care after extra.
Billy Meeks. Up over the 10-metre line. Yul at scrum half. Here's Dowling. Kristen Jensen in the 12 shirt. Will try and get the offload here from Josh Turner. It goes to deck. Argentina have it. Joaquin Lamas avoiding the hit was Rodrigo Iskro, but Australia have it again, and they want more points on the board. They got the bit between their teeth, the Aussie Sevens. And Ben Dowling off the hot dog will give it off to Billy Meeks. And Billy Boy will celebrate a cup final appearance for Australia.
It's been emphatic from Australia, and they're pulling out all the stops now. Why not? Through the legs, keep the ball alive. The Argentina defence reacting to that bouncing ball, and plenty of space out wide. I mean, this has been a game to forget for Argentina, but what a memory made for Australia. Record-breaking win for them in this semi-final.
Emphatic is the word. Comprehensive indeed. We will have a restart here. 40-0 to Australia. Their highest ever margin in a Cup semi-final in Sevens World Series history. Stu Dunbar decides to go long. Yeah, may as well kick it deep. If Argentina want to play out, they can, and they will. They'll be playing for bronze once again this weekend. The medal they won on this pitch 7 days ago. Moneta came off the bench in the second half. Has hardly had a sniff. Australia just closing down the runners. Dunbar with the tackle. Offside Australia, so you can't finish on a penalty. We'll keep going.
Just as well, there's been 11 in this game. A lot of whistle blowing, a lot of interpretations perhaps these players will have to react to.
Going in for the turnover is Jensen, but it'll be Argentina who might have the last say here, and has Thomas Lazazu in the act of scoring. Yul was getting back. He looked like he was over the line. Did he just run over into touch? Dead ball.
TMO here.
His hamstring.
yes or
Yeah,
no,
they got
please.
cramp or pull.
Checking for try, yes or no.
Because he led with his feet going over the line. That's bizarre. Tell you what though, Yul, what a chase.
Yeah, what a chase. Here's a look at it.
So he could have just put the ball by diving
Jeremy,
forward, went foot,
they shall have
his left hamstring,
answer
so
for
miles
you.
out into
Foot was
touch.
in touch.
I hope it's
Touch
all
and
right
goal.
with the hamstring.
Okay,
but
so 22,
almost
so
died.
match is over, okay?
Agreed.
6'5", they're long old hamstrings
try.
on the legs of Thomas Lazazu. And they're not going to get any points out of this, and perhaps that just sums up how this semi-final has gone for Argentina. Nothing has gone